So first things first, can you introduce yourself and what you do for the people watching this video?
Yes, of course. So my name is Videesha Boeckle. I'm a general partner at Altitude. We are Europe's SME tech fund. So we're a 30 million euro target fund. We invest between 100,000 and 1 million euros into early stage businesses, pre-seed and seed, that help small and medium-sized businesses that have between 10 and 500 employees become more productive, efficient, and purposeful.
Cool, perfect, a compact introduction.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is your first time in Korea, right?
It's actually my second time in Korea.
First one is honeymoon, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. We came to Korea for a few days on our way to Hawaii, actually. And it was beautiful. I have very fond memories of the city. And coming back in this context is really nice to be back here in Seoul.
What is your second impression being in Korea?
I think my second impression is that it is developing at such a fast pace. You know, I really like your robots that you had, that you had in the airport and also here
exactly,
and around.
Yeah.
And it's great to see this type of hardware technology in Korea, and also just the people. I find the people to be very warm, hardworking, courteous as well, very kind. And so, yeah, my second impression is very positive to be here.
And at the first, when you hear from the Fosterbridge and from me, oh, Videesha, we want you to be in Korea for Fosterbridge, and what were you thinking, what were you expecting from Fosterbridge and Korea?
Well, lots of things. I think for us, we're an SME-focused fund, and Korea is one of only 3 countries in the world that has a dedicated minister for SMEs.
Right.
So Chile and the United Arab Emirates and Korea.
Korea.
And I was very excited to see that the keynote was being done by Oh Young, the minister.
Madam
SMEs,
Minister, yeah.
And for me that was really wonderful to see that she was going to be here, and also to have a brief interaction with her.
Right.
So it was very, very nice to see that. And it was good for us because we're in the process of fundraising our fund, and obviously when you're fundraising, it's a long process. It's not something that's transactional or short. You really want to build and foster great relationships. And so coming here a little bit earlier, seeing what's here, understanding what the Korean government is doing, and also the investment fund here, KVIC, that is investing globally actually in a multitude of different funds. That was really eye-opening for me.
Cool, so it's like right timing, right?
Correct, right timing. I think that there's so much energy here, and it's great to see the enthusiasm for startups and for digital technologies, and to hear stories actually of Korean and US or Korean and maybe European companies that are at scale, right?
Right. And since you have long experiences and also Altitude has like 100 million like a AUM fund, so what would you say or what would you give to any tips or comments? Want to do something with Altitude or with you from Korea?
Oh, right. Fantastic. I think at the moment, you know, we are not looking to invest in Korean-based companies. What we're looking at is actually the reverse, maybe European companies that want to expand to Asia. And we are currently looking at a real estate technology company that we might want to invest in. And what's interesting about them is they don't want to go to the US. They want to expand into Asia.
Interesting.
And Korea is actually the second largest market for SMEs, is real estate here. And that's really interesting for us to think about, okay, what are the industries that are doing well here in Korea? Manufacturing, construction, real estate, and thinking about what wholesale even, and thinking about what European businesses we could bring here to Korea and maybe be that bridge into expansion. So traditionally, European companies have just gone to the US.
Right.
And I think that this is a really interesting time point where they have that choice of where they go and expand.
Okay. I met Mark in Dubai.
Yes.
And how is it like working as a co-founders or like a kind of GP as a same level? How is it?
It's fantastic. I think, so you met Mark in Dubai. We have a third partner, Ingo, who's based in Zurich, and we all very different personalities. We also have very different expertise. And in the fund, when we're working together, we bring that, right? When you're backing a company, more often than not, you're backing the team. Right? It should be complementary, there should be a good culture. I think I heard a statistic that the number one reason why funds don't graduate, why you don't have a second fund or a third fund when you're a venture capital firm, is because there's a co-founder breakup. Right? And so I think one of the things that investors are looking for, just as we are looking for when we look at companies, is does that team have the right magic? Does it have the right
magic? Okay.
Yeah, the right magic, the right culture, the right skills to make something successful.
Wow,
and
it's a really good team and good combination.
Yes, we really have a very strong team, I think. You know, I've been in venture since 2012.
12 years ago.
Yeah, so I've seen many venture teams, and I think what we have is this full spectrum combination of everything that you need when you're a VC, which is from sourcing all the way through to deal execution and even managing and exiting deals, right? So Ingo has been in venture since 2006, so he's seen many fund cycles, and he's also exited many companies as well. And Mark has exposure, obviously, and very good on the sourcing side. And I'm managing a lot of the kind of portfolio management, helping the companies for next stage equity rounds and things like that. So we take our expertise, and it's not to say every GP doesn't have it. We all have it, right? But maybe one GP has a bit more of a superpower somewhere than another one does. And we divide and conquer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer. nice functions.
Yes.
And yeah, let's move on to the questions about Fosterbridge. And 1 to 10, what score you give to Fosterbridge?
I definitely give it a 10. I really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the conference. I thought the content was really good. I sat through many of the presentations, and it was good to see the level that there was and is here in Korea, and also foreign entities that want to expand here. So I really enjoyed that. I thought that the organization was fantastic. Sending everything up front. I think we joked about it before, like all of the instructions to find out where everything is. So it was fantastic. I really have enjoyed my time here.
But try to get 11 out of 10 or 12 out of 10. What should I do?
I think for next year, it would be great if there were more networking sessions that were not one-on-one, but more like group networking sessions, or where you had to do speed dating. So this is something I've never seen in a conference before. I went to a private equity conference this year, and what they did is they had the participants in 2 lines, and you basically did speed dating. And you just met many people at once, right?
Like a 5 minute each?
Yeah, no, just almost 1 minute, and then you went to the next person. Really quick. So who you are, what you do, why you're at the conference, what's your purpose.
1 minute, you're out.
Yes, and then afterwards you spend more time, right, on the one-on-one meetings. And I think the issue can be that it's the same as when you're a startup founder. If you read something for the first time, maybe you didn't quite understand what the value might be for you, right? But once you hear from somebody or you hear what they're doing, then you think, maybe this person could be useful for X, Y, Z. Or I could think about working with them in the future. So I met somebody today who said, we don't have a fund of funds right now, but we're looking at having one, and maybe we will think about doing global investments next year. And that's not something I would see straight away if I just looked at their description.
So the next year in 26, I will consider to put the speed dating.
I think it would be fun to kind of get to know people.
Married ones can join the speed dating?
Yes, they can. We always joke that investing in startups is kind of like a marriage as well.
Exactly.
So we say it on the other side as well.
Okay. And we need to wrap this interview up. So any message or any comment for your colleague or for Mark or for your family or for your kids?
So I've got 2 kids, Leah and Luca, and I think that in the future would love to bring them to Korea
For
to
sure.
see the innovation that's happening here. And for my team, I think I pulled the long straw, and I'm very happy that I got to come to Korea and I didn't go to Dubai. So I'm very happy about that.
Cool. It was perfect interview, Videesha.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
Jay.
for your
Thank
time
you.
today.
Thank you.